I was the only missionary that flew out to my mission that week because I missed the transfer date by a week, and it was really weird for me to being like the only missionary on the plane. So here I was like the only missionary coming into San Diego, and the assistant to the president and my mission president were there to pick me up. And so then once I got there, it was blazing hot. It was like coming from Utah in October going to San Diego. A lot of people say it's nice around October, but around that time, it was like 100 degrees in San Diego at that time. But yeah, so I got put in with 2 missionaries. So it was a trio, so I had 2 trainers. It was awesome. I blessed with the best, really. And then after I got off the plane, and it was a P day, and I just kind of felt like I was still in a daze. I just kind of stood there, it's like kind of like not knowing where I was. And it's like, oh no, I feel like I left the missionary training center too soon, type deal. And so I felt like I wasn't better, but I just kind of shook it off, kind of pretend I was okay, because I just wanted to fit right in with the missionaries, just always pumped up to go teach the gospel. And so as time went on, we had a lot of cool experiences, had a lot of tender mercies, but then I realized that my anxiety and my depression were just getting worse. And it's like, oh no, not again. I thought I was all better. Nope. And so then when I just kind of felt like maybe it should be time to go home to get things better, I was fighting it. I mean, I was constantly on the phone with my mission president, my therapist back home, and my parents. And then my mission president thought it would be a good idea to have a phone conference with everybody involved. And then we decided that I just could just test it out one more week to see how it goes. And then I tried. I just felt like I was in a daze. I got really good at falling asleep during my nightly prayers because I was just exhausted all the time. And then I knelt down in our home and somewhere private. I knelt down and prayed and just felt like it was time for me to go home. I didn't want to believe the answer I got because no missionary would want to come home, and then I called my mission president, and he felt like it was the right thing to do. So I was on the plane back home like 2 or 3 days later. I didn't have much time. And it broke my heart when both of my mission companions dropped me off. I just walked into the airport, looked back, and they were crying. I was trying to be strong, but I just lost it. And then I went home with other missionaries who were excited to go home and see their families that their missions were done. But I was like, here am I. I didn't even finish a transfer, and I'm being sent home. And so when I got home, I was like, okay, what now? Like, what do I do? It's like, do I go back to school? Do I go to, do I just try to find full-time work, trying to navigate how things work? And I met with the stake president, and he said, Sister Greathouse, would you be interested to serve as a temple worker in the Logan temple? Like, what? Because at this time, young temple workers were unheard of. So it's like, it was just me, like this 23-year-old with all these elderly people in the temple. They became my best friends, let's just say that. And then I got the blessing to also assist the sister missionaries up in Logan as well. And so it was a tender mercy because one of the missionaries I helped out, she was my sister training leader in the missionary training center. So having that familiarity was a really real good blessing.